Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube channel. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to the channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others around the internet. In the last episode of Know Your Personality segment, we began analyzing the spiritual traits of head-centered Enneagram types, namely Type 5, Observer Investigator, Type 6, Loyalist Skeptic, and Type 7, Enthusiast Adventurer. In this episode, we will continue to present a few more spiritual traits of head-centered Enneagram types 5, 6, and 7. For head-centered Enneagram types, observers, loyalists, and enthusiasts, fear is the least controlled emotion. They fear to have the world as they know it and are comfortable with it disrupted. The fear of violence, aggression, or any movement towards them that might have power to knock them off balance. It is interesting to note that even in something as innocent as the snowball fight or water fight, they are extremely and notably guarded and fearful. Being fall back into another's arms in the sense of trusting the other totally would be so difficult for head-centered Enneagram types, as they would like to make sure that the other is there to receive them and that they can be trusted. In these types, there can exist the fear of letting go of planned movements. For instance, they may find it hard to move into the flow, to let go of the thinking about each letter in the task, to surrender to the leader in a dance, and come to the place of skill in speaking a foreign language. That means ceasing to translate word by word. Besides these fears, the head-centered Enneagram types, namely types 5, 6, and 7, living in their own inner space much of the time, experience within themselves an elaborate inner city. There is much richness within, ideas to be explored, plans to be developed, possibilities to be entertained, and palaces to be visited. Entering into prayer for them involves presenting all they experience within before the presence of God by restraining their natural desire to listen to and follow many voices that come from within and clamor for attention. Hence, they do not attempt to experience God in the inner realm, caught up in these many voices, but outside themselves, where they can bring to God what is going on within. For this reason, they will be at home with images of God as friend, lover, companion, or master. Despite their large inner world and they being caught up in their thought world, their most natural experience of God will not be God as indwelling within. They will know this in faith, but in prayer, there will be a spontaneous turning to God as being present outside of themselves. This seems strange considering the larger inner world in which they frequently live. What is happening, in fact, is that they see God as bringing about the harmony between the inner world and the outer world by calling them outside to meet God's self as being out there in the external realm. Hence, the head-centered prayer that would suit head-centered Enneagram types, namely observers, loyalists, and enthusiasts, is focused meditation. In the next few episodes, we will explore what is focused meditation, how it is practiced, and give a few examples of head-centered prayer from the Catholic spiritual tradition. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.